Greetings from Greece, everyone. Dodo Reactions here, and today I'm going to react to nothing because this is going to be my Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 2 wrap-up video. I wasn't really sure if anyone would be interested in something like that, in me doing something like that. That's because I started a poll, because I've seen some reactors doing those kind of videos, so I wanted to know if you guys are interested in this, and the result was very, very clear. First of all, thank you guys so much for, of course, always your support and your votes. I am so thankful for that because I've never done something like this before. A lot of you guys suggested to compare season 1 and season 2, and I think it's kind of important to compare those seasons because they were so incredibly different. Season 2 didn't seem like the same show than season 1. It felt like a complete different show. I felt like the characters were more layered. On YouTube, someone mentioned that Buffy isn't the teeny beauty girl she's been during season 1. Like, when I think about the pilot, Cordelia's coolness test Buffy had to pass. I don't recall the questions, but Buffy seemed to be I don't really know how to say this, but she and Cordelia were very much alike. I think Cordelia and Buffy had a lot in common during the pilot, like when it comes to beauty and maybe boys or celebrities or something. Like this girly behavior, there was nothing left of it at the beginning of season 2. Buffy was a little bit different in the season 2 premiere because of her PTSD, I guess, that she's been suffering after season 1, the finale of season 1. And I think since Buffy wasn't really Buffy in the premiere, I didn't really mention that she's been a complete different character for the rest of the season than she's been in season 1. And of course, season 2 had more episodes. That's a huge difference. It was doubly long due to a higher budget, I guess. Because someone mentioned that not even season 1 was really planned. It was just a filler season or a filler show for another show that was canceled or something. That's how I that's how I got this. So season 2 wasn't really planned, and after the season 1 finale, they kind of thought, this could be something. So they created season 2 with a higher budget and more episodes and more characters. Like I said, the characters were way more layered. The fight scenes were amazing in season 2. I love the fight scenes, and I hope they get even better. I don't know how that's possible, but I love the fight scenes of this show very much. Also, the music, not only the performances at the Bronze, but the soundtracks also, like when Buffy killed Angel, the soundtrack was incredible. I think that's the official Buffy and Angel soundtrack, I guess, and it's beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. I think the second best soundtrack I've ever heard. The first would be a soundtrack of Scandal, to be honest. The Light, it's called The Light. It's a very emotional soundtrack, but this one... Also, season 2 had a main season arc, just the second half of the season, but it had... I don't really felt a real season arc during season 1. There was always the Master, yes, but it didn't feel like a serious main arc. But starting with episode 13, surprise, we had a main story arc, this whole Buffy and Angelus thing. That's also felt a little bit different than season 1. I mean, every single one of you guys, like, or almost every single one of you and every single one of my subscribers on YouTube said that season 1 is like the worst season. I mean, the worst, even though it's going to be my least favorite season, but it doesn't mean that I find it bad. It wasn't bad. It was the beginning of something amazing, I guess. That's where everything started. So it's the first season is always very important, I think. And I guess in the first season, a show needs to find its roots and its direction, I think. And you felt in season 2, you felt that's exactly what season 1 did. Season 1 was looking for its direction, and it found its direction, I think. So season 1 was worth it, definitely. I liked it a lot, really. It's even hard to compare those two because, like I said, it didn't feel like the same show. Of course, season 2 is better than season 1, but I think it's like compare Pierce and Apple, like, yeah, or Piers and monster trucks or something. It's really, yeah. I don't really think it's that fair to compare those seasons, but season 2 was incredible. Let's talk about the characters. That's a kind of a hard topic because I've known most of them since season 1, and I like every single one of them. Let's just start with Xander, because I know that I've been really hard on him during season 2 and season 1. I guess most of you guys think that I absolutely hate this character, and some of you wanted to explain Xander's like motivations to me, because she didn't want me to give up on Xander already. And I'm absolutely not about to do that, because I don't hate him at all. I know I was very, very hard on him because he pissed me off a lot. But I guess he made up for it. With his humor, he's really funny most of the time. Sometimes his humor is like a little bit annoying, but I'm not saying that I'm funny all the time. Of course, I can annoy people too, so that's totally fine. I know that he loves Buffy and Willow, not only love, but like I think they're family to him, because I don't really know what episode it was when they were all researching at the library the whole night, and they had to call their parents. He was like, "Hey mom, it's me." And apparently his mother said, "Huh, who's he?" And he was like, "It's Xander." And I don't know if he has siblings. If he doesn't have siblings, then I'm like, oh my god, you don't even realize the voice of your own child. So I think his parents are not like the best parents ever. I don't know anything about Willow's parents. We just heard her the voice of her mother during season 2. No idea if she has a good relationship with her parents. But I don't really think that Xander has a good, really tight relationship or bond with his parents. So I think Giles is like a father figure to him as well, like he is for Buffy, maybe for Willow too. Like I said, I don't really know, and I think he would die for them. I think Giles, Buffy, and Willow are like his family. He has twisted feelings towards Buffy and Willow, and that annoys me too. I hate his feelings for Buffy and Willow, but it's like the way it is. But I cannot imagine this show or this group without him. He belongs to this group, to this cast, to these characters. He's a part of that, and yeah, I like him. I do like him, but he annoys me very often. But like I said, all in all, he makes up for it in a way with his love for his second family and with his humor. So I appreciate this character. I do. I love Giles with all my heart. He's a great father figure. I don't really. For a very, very, very long time, I've never had a father figure. I have like my stepfather now, but I'm almost 32, so I don't really need a father figure. I don't have a relationship to my father. Giles is like the father figure I've always wanted, or before I've met my stepfather, I've always wanted to have a father figure like Giles. He's an amazing character. I love him so much. He's so incredibly smart. He, yeah, he's so supportive when it. I think he has also. I mean, he's he. I think he feels like he's Buffy's father in a way, or he loves Buffy like a daughter. But I think he has like the same feelings for Willow and Xander in a way. Maybe not that strong feelings like for Buffy, but I think he cares a lot about them too. And I think if you have someone like Giles in your life, then you don't have to worry about anything ever. So, yeah, like I said, he's incredibly smart. He has a dark side. He can be very dangerous, I think. He's definitely able to scare me in a way, and I like that too. I also like that he had this in the Dark Age, a very personal issue with the Igon, I think, Eye of Igon or something. And he didn't want Buffy to be involved or any one of them to be involved because he was ashamed and he didn't want to put them in any danger. And I desperately wanted him to be happy with Jenny. That's the thing that pisses me off the most about season 2, that he didn't get to be happy and lost his love in the most tragic way ever. He didn't deserve that, or he doesn't deserve that at all, but I love him very, very much. Willow, she's so adorable. I love Willow. I've known Alison Hannigan for quite some time because I have watched How I Met Your Mother. I loved Lily. I loved her as Lily. She's an amazing actress. She's a beautiful woman, and it's awesome to see how like her career really started. Willow is just such an adorable creature, such an adorable person, loyal and caring, and sometimes so incredibly shy. And I love that, and sometimes so nervous. Like when Angel visited her in her bedroom, she was so incredibly nervous, like hiding her bra or something like that. That was so cute. And I think I'm going to love her a little bit more because she's a witch now. I think, at least I hope. I hope she's using magic a lot more in season 3 and for the rest of the show, because it was Willow to be a witch is nothing I would have ever expected for this little cute girl, but I think it would be an amazing path for her character to be a full-grown witch at some point and to be really, really helpful, because she and Xander, I mean Giles too, they all don't have like superpowers or something. Xander, he's a man. He has a kind of strength, yes, but Willow, she's like Giles, very, very smart. But Giles has all this insight and this knowledge about vampires and everything. So Willow is a little bit like left out, I guess. So I think it's an amazing idea to to make her like a witch. That would be awesome. I can't wait to see more of that. I hope we get to see more of that. Jenny, loved her so much. She didn't deserve this. And she was the one to like find the cure for Angel. And immediately after that, she got killed by Angelus. She's a good example of the lesson, like, don't hold a grudge for too long, because every single person can be taken away from you at any second, because that's just how life works. Buffy didn't forgive her, and then she was dead. I think that's, all the more reason why she was so devastated. I think she was beginning to forgive her, but she didn't, and yeah. Don't hold a grudge to anyone for too long. That's to me, that's the main lesson when it comes to Jenny. She's been awesome. She's been an awesome character, and I'm going to miss her, definitely. Her time was way too short on this show. Like, introduced at the end of season 1 somewhere, or episode 7 or something, and then got killed in the middle of season 2. That was way too early. Yeah, Buffy. What can I say about this amazing, amazing girl? They are so lucky to have Sarah Michelle Gellar to play Buffy. Beautiful girl, a beautiful woman, so incredibly talented. I think being a part of this show is a huge challenge for Sarah Michelle Gellar, maybe the most challenging from all of them, because Buffy Sarah has to show a lot of emotions when it comes to play Buffy, like happy and sad, devastated, and so many emotions, so many sides of Buffy. And yeah, I love Buffy because she's the best hero I think I've ever seen. So sympathetic, so good-hearted, helpful, funny, strong, emotionally and physically. Yeah, and I wish I could say more about her, but yeah, she never disappoints me. Not really. I mean, in the premiere of season 2, she was like a little B, but for very reasonable reason. It was very reasonable. And yeah, she always does what's best for everyone without thinking about herself. I think she's very, very selfless, and I love her for that. Angel, I think he became like a main character in this season. We've seen a lot more of him, I think, in almost every single episode. I like Angel, yes. But I'm not really, I'm not really into their relationship. I'm not shipping it. But what I like about their relationship, it's not really, they don't hit me in the face with their relationship. That's what I like about it. It's not, they don't want to convince me that they belong together. They share some very sweet scenes, have lovely talks and anything, but it's not too much. It's not overwhelming, so I'm totally fine with them being together, because it's not like, ugh, I'm so tired of this, I want to see something else. No, it's totally fine. And then we have two new characters in season 2. One reason why I loved this season so much, Spike and Druzilla, season 2, episode 3. Druzilla, a beautiful woman, played by an awesome actress. She does an amazing job. Druzilla is creepy as shit. She is incredible. I love her so much. I like that she got a little bit stronger after the first half of the season, so we were able to see a lot more of her true character. She's kind of sick, and I think in the season finale, when she glamored herself as Jenny, I think that shows that she's just as sadistic as Angelus. That was so cruel, and I kind of hated her for that, because that really hurt really so much. But she's awesome. I love her. She's great. And Spike, what can I say? He's an awesome villain. He's so incredibly funny and incredibly sympathetic. I love this character so much. I was so glad that we got to see him again in Halloween, and then from beginning with the second half of the season, he appeared in almost every single episode, and I really hope we get to see him again, but I kind of doubt that because his accent seemed very permanent. Would be very sad. As soon as I watched the whole show and someone asked me what didn't you like about the show or what hated you about the show, my answer would be Spike leaving the show at the end of season 2 and never come back. That's I hated that, and I hate them for doing that. That would be a huge letdown. Like I said, every time I hope for something, my hopes get wrecked, but I don't give up hoping. So I hope we get to see him again. He was awesome. Let's talk about my favorite episodes of season 2. I was planning on doing a top 3 or to tell you what my 3 favorite episodes are. It was very difficult to pick 3 episodes, but luckily one of my Patreons, Danny Kate, I hope that was correct. I'm sorry if it wasn't. She asked me what my 5 most favorite episodes are, and I was so thankful for that question, for that question, because picking out 5 episodes is way more easy than just 3. So, Danny, thank you so much for that question. Okay, just let's start with number 5. Number 5 is episode 3, School Heart. And I guess a lot of you guys are like, it's just 5th place? What the hell? Because it was a great episode. It was an awesome episode. I enjoyed it so much. Why did I love it so much? Spike. Introduction of Spike and Druzilla. That's already the reason for this episode to be ranked in my top 5 episodes. I love this episode so much. And Spike killing the annoying one. That's the second one. So thankful for that. That was awesome. Love that so much. I love this dude. And Druzilla, they're awesome. I also like the combination of a vampire attack and in school. That was very interesting. Everyone, really everyone being involved. Of course the gang and Jenny, and Snyder and Joyce. That was really great, and I still don't understand how nobody, no one, Joyce or Snyder figured it out. What the hell is going on with Buffy and in Sunnydale in general? Yeah, that was one of the letdowns I thought was that Joyce didn't learn the truth in this episode. I was so surprised. I was really surprised. We got that later, thank God. But yeah, that was a letdown when I watched this episode for the first time. So, but whatever. Yeah, Sheila, she just left. So I don't know if we ever get to see her again. I don't have. It's absolutely not necessary to me. I don't have to see her ever again. It was just, her exit was kind of weird, I thought, but she wasn't very interesting, I guess. So maybe, everything is possible, anything is possible. So wait, I have to. My laptop needs power. Don't know if you ever get to see her again, but I don't have to at all. That was weird. No one mentioned this ever again, this event, which would have made sense if every single person in Sunnydale knew about the existence of vampires, but no one really knows about the existence of vampires, I guess. So they got over this event or this situation very fast. But Okay. It was also good to see like Cordelia helping the gang. I mean, in her own way, she did everything she could, anything she could for 3 minutes. She was preparing Buffy steaks. She was helping. So yeah, you have to honor that, I guess. So, but you all know I love Cordelia. So yeah, were my thoughts about School Heart. Number 4 is episode 7, titled Passion. And I'm actually kind of surprised because it was an awesome episode. It was a phenomenal episode, I think. I just didn't like anything that was going on in it. So, but yeah, a little weird. But yeah, the biggest shock ever. Honestly, this Jenny's death was more shocking to me than Kendra's death, and it was so not like nothing special. It was not spectacular or something. It was just he just broke her neck, and that was it. But and I was like, okay, and that was it. Yeah, wow. But then we had this scene, the Puccini scene. I just call it that. When Giles found her body in his bed, I can't I can't get over that scene, and I think I don't think I ever will. It was so hard to watch this. It was so hard to. It was even harder, honestly, to edit this episode, because when I saw it, I was just like kind of in shock. I mean, I cried, of course, I cried, but I really felt it when I was editing this episode. So I mean, it's not it happens a lot that I cry even while editing. So, but this episode, it was it was the worst in that way. Really, yeah, it was the worst, definitely. It was the hardest to edit. Yes, and the ending when Giles wanted to kill Angel, Buffy saved him and hit him, and then. I can't really think about it. It was so when she said, "Don't leave me. I can't do this alone." Hardcore. That was a really, really good and really brave episode, I think. Then we have number 3 is season 2, episode 6, Halloween. First of all, Spike was in it, and and Drew, and that was was Drew in it? I guess, and that was a huge surprise because he left in episode 3, and I was like, oh, okay, he's just survived. Maybe I expected him to come back eventually, but that was really fast, like 3 episodes later. It was a surprise, and a very good surprise. Also, the concept of like everyone turning into whatever they were costumed as was genius. It was awesome. It was so great. And where are my? I thought about the costumes later on a little bit. Like Buffy, always the like in a way independent woman or independent girl or teenager or whatever, and strong, wanted to be like a defenseless and weak woman, because that's how the I guess that's how the women were in the 7th, 18th, 19th century. I don't even know. Oh my god. But I think she just wanted to be, just for one day, not the strong hero everyone knows. I think, maybe sometimes Buffy thinks just having a strong man behind her or in front of her to take care of her in a way. I think who she wanted to be just for one single day, because her life sucks in a way. So yeah, and Xander, always like the weak one, the weak, weenie guy. I think Cordelia yeah, called him that, or something like that. And in this episode, he was he almost got beaten up by, what was his name? Larry, I think. And Buffy saved him. That must have been so painful for him. And then he just became the strong, armed soldier to take care of the women, and of everything, and that was great. It was really really good to see him like that. Yeah, Willow, she was kind of forced to be someone else. I think her outfit was amazing, but just didn't feel comfortable at first, so she chose to be like a bedsheet. I can't even say that's a ghost. She just wanted to be something, whatever. Yeah, and then she was kind of forced to be this sexy ghost, I guess. And in the end, she was like, "Oh, okay, it's not my style, but it's for one day, it's totally fine." And I think that was very good for her. But all those points, most important thing, Spike came back. So that's just the most important reason why I liked this episode so much. Number 2 is episode 19, I Only Have Eyes for You. Honestly, I don't have a lot to say about this episode. I just adored the connection between the plot of this episode and the main plot of the second part of the season. The whole episode, I was like, Buffy, Jesus, calm down. James did a really bad thing, but you've dealt with other guys who did a really bad thing, like Ford in a way. I mean, of course there were different different circumstances, yes, but I thought, this is kind of weird. I didn't really understand why she was so pissed. But then she just... this one line, I think, what was it? Like he doesn't deserve forgiveness. He destroyed he killed the person he loved the most in an act of true or of blind passion. And yeah, then everything made sense. Because, that was like the very same thing she did to Angel in a way. And she felt guilty as hell. And just this unexpected connection is the reason why I love this episode so much. I don't know why. And then the gender swap when James possessed Buffy and Grace possessed Angel. Yeah, and that was the solution for them, being able to move on. James got the forgiveness he needed because Angel didn't die when Buffy shot him. Like I said, if I had to describe this episode in one word, I would say, just like I said, a masterpiece. It was a masterpiece. I love this episode very much. And now my absolute favorite episode of this season, and I think my most favorite episode of the season, and I guess you guys already know because I think it's, in general, like the most loved episode of the season is the season finale, season 2, episode 22, titled Becoming Part 2. What an episode, Jesus Christ. I already mentioned this, and I'm going to mention this a lot more. My expectations are very, very high when it comes to season finales. I think this season finale did everything right. Every single thing. I loved this episode so damn much. I liked that we got a little or a couple of Buffy flashbacks. I think was she 16 or was she 15? I don't know. In a way, somehow she looked so much younger than in season 1. that was kind of weird, but I like that a lot. I think, yeah, 15, 16, whatever, it's not very important, I guess. Yeah, the calling, I think you can call it that. Not really spectacular. Would have expected a little bit more, but someone mentioned they didn't really they didn't show a lot of this part of Buffy's life because there was a movie, but like Buffy fighting or slaying her very, very first vampire, missed the heart. That was kind of funny, but it was so heartbreaking when she was like standing in her bathroom while Angel was stalking her again. That was so creepy. I mean, dude, this girl. I mean, it was supposed to be cute, or I don't know, but she was 16 or maybe even 15 years old. This is so, and you watching through a window of her bathroom. That's Joyce learned the truth about Buffy, about time. The scene between Joyce and Spike sitting in the living room was just to die for. I loved it so much. It was awesome. Yeah, Buffy and Spike team up. That was amazing. I thought about this later. Of course, Spike didn't betray Buffy or something like that. He just kept his word. But I think, yeah, maybe he is a man of honor, because first I thought, yeah, of course he helped her because he just wanted to get Drew back. But if everything went to shit, he would have just betrayed her or something. But he turned Ford into a vampire in Lie to Me, even though he didn't get what he wanted. So I think he's a man of honor. I think if you have his word, then he sticks to it. At least I hope so. That makes him even more sympathetic to me, because I don't really like villains. Just I'm the bad guy, so I betray everyone. It's just no. So that's why I like him. And what came to my mind right before Joyce learned the truth, Buffy was like, "I'm in a band with Spike," and he wasn't like, what the hell are you talking about? No, he just helped her and said, I sing, and yeah, she plays the drums, but or the triangle, or he said, yeah, but he like stood behind her, and I think that's really, really interesting. And then this vampire interrupted their conversation. Spike was just beating his ass, pushed him over to Buffy so she can stake him. I think that was that was kind of teamwork, I guess, and I like that a lot. They're a good team. Willow using magic for the first time. I think it's very important for a show like this to have a witch in it. In like we've already had Amy and her mother. I think that was it. I think one of the main characters has to be a witch. And I'm glad that it's Willow. I mean, I don't know if men can do magic in this show. I have no idea, but I always think, why not? But I'm so glad that it's Willow. I think a lot of things are going to change for her now that she can do magic. The only downside of this episode might be Spike and Druzilla leaving the show. I really, really hope to see them again, but it seemed to be kind of permanent. It was, yeah. I absolutely hope not, but yeah. If we never get to see them again, let me just say I love Spike again. One of my followers on YouTube mentioned or made a comment that he doesn't know how much he can trust my thoughts about Spike because I kind of look like him, or in a way I look familiar to him in a way. Like, what did he say? Skinny and blonde and pale. I don't see this similarity, but I take it. I think it's a compliment, I guess. So yeah, I'm very thankful for that. But like I said, I didn't know that I kind of looked like him, so yes, you can trust my thoughts about Spike. So yeah, that are my top 5 episodes of this season. Hope you kind of agree with me or not be like, what the hell is this list? What bullshit? But it's my opinion, and I guess most of the episodes of this season were awesome. Now let's just talk about your questions. First of all, thank you very much for your, always for your support and for your questions. And I say just that we just get right into it. Richie asked, "Who is your favorite character of the show?" I think or a lot of people would answer this question like that. It's Buffy because she's an awesome hero. Like, she's selfless, she's strong physically and emotionally. She's just the perfect hero. Also a little bit layered because I think she is, she's the Slayer. She can beat every single vampire's ass, but like in her private life, she's like a little bit overwhelmed, I think, and I like that too. I think as a friend, you can always count on her, and that's a very important character trait, I guess. So yeah, I think definitely it's Buffy. Yeah. Richie's next question also: who would be your least favorite member of the core gang, including Cordelia and also, of course, definitely. Now that I read it, I think maybe you guys are a little bit surprised that my most favorite character isn't Cordelia, but no, it's Buffy. Cordelia, I love her so much, but yeah, it's definitely Buffy. My least favorite member, and I guess you guys can imagine who that is. It is Xander. But as I mentioned, I don't really hate him. He is a part of the group and he has to stay a part of the group. And most of the time I like him. I really like his sense of humor. Mostly, sometimes it's just, but mostly I like his sense of humor and you can count on him. But yeah, still, he's my least favorite character. But this doesn't mean that I hate him. Just please keep that in mind. So, Bryony Eddie asked, what did you find surprising about the overall tone and direction of Season 2? Oh my god. I thought Season 2 got very, very serious after episode 13. Yes, after episode 13, it was kind of cruel, and like I mentioned in episode 17, that was so unexpected. Yeah, just the vibes. Like I mentioned, season 2 was very different than season 1. It felt like a whole new show, but at the end of the first half of the season, it felt like a very different show because it got very, very dark. And I like that a lot. It doesn't have to stay like that. Like a little, like a balance between season 2 first half and second half. That was good, but I don't need this show to be dark all the time. So I wouldn't mind, but I don't have to. It doesn't have to be. Bryony also asked, which performance have impressed you most? Oof. I'd say really Sarah Michelle Gellar, because like I mentioned, in the second half of this season, Buffy felt guilty as hell, and I could feel it. I really, really felt it. She's an awesome actress. She did an amazing job. Or she has done an amazing job during season 1 and season 2. Her character changed a little bit after season 1. But in a way that was believable. And she always surprises me because Buffy has such an awful life. She was so broken after season 2, and she doesn't need to like sit in a corner and like burst into tears or something. I don't have to see that to know that she's like devastated. I just have to look into her eyes and her expressions, and I see, yeah, Buffy is done. So, yeah. Also, what are your hopes of season 3? Of course, but let's talk about this later. I'm sorry. What did you find the funniest episode or moment? Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I really didn't. I read your questions before, but I didn't really think about it because I just wanted to do. I wanted to do right. Yeah, I want to think about it right now. So the most funny. Oh, I can't really explain it, but you can't. You can see my most favorite or most funny scenes to me right here. That was one of it. The second one would be this one. There were a lot. I mean, that's one of the things I love about this show. The sense of its sense of humor. I like it a lot, but there were a lot of funny shit going on. But all I can think of are like the dark sides of season 2 right now. So, but those two moments were, yeah. I like that. Yeah. And Brownie also asked, what did you find the most painful episode or moment? There's two of them. First, episode 17, Passion, when Giles found Jenny's body, and the season finale when Buffy killed Angel. Because it wasn't only the events going on, it was also the music, because I love music with all my heart. Music is one of the most important things to me ever, because my mother is a musician and my stepfather is a musician and I'm a musician in a way, and music is very, very important to me. So the soundtrack, Puccini, when Giles found Jenny, that gave me chills. And the soundtrack when Buffy killed Angel, that was a beautiful soundtrack, really. So yeah, those were the most painful episodes or moments for me. Then Danny Kate asked, looking back on the season, were there any episodes or events that you changed your opinion on? I mean, episode 16, Bewitched, Bothered, and Bewildered, I was very, very hard in my, reaction because of the whole mind manipulation thing, or violence in a way. Now I think, okay, come on, dude, it's just a show, so don't take it that seriously in a way, because this episode, I think it was meant to be very funny, and it was really funny, but yeah, I think I overjudged it a little bit. I think I have to watch it again so I can really appreciate the humor in this episode and just left this whole abuse thing aside. I don't think they really did think about let's Xander be a total creepo or in a way. So yeah, I was kind of hard about that, and I'm very sorry for that. Danny Kate also asked, how would you rank your top 5 episodes? I did that. Were there any episodes that you absolutely dislike, and why? Yeah, no, I didn't dislike any episode, really, not really. There were a couple of weak episodes in this season, and that would be Reptile Boy, The Dark Age, maybe Bad Eggs, but I didn't dislike any of them. No, not really. And she asked, How would you compare season 2 to season 1? I already did that. Kyle Jordan Ashley Brown asked, what's been one of the biggest surprises for you this season? Jenny's death. Jenny's murder. Yeah, definitely that one. Didn't expect that at all. Are there any characters you've especially grown to adore compared to season 1? No. Loved Cordelia in season 1, love her in season 2, loved Buffy in season 1, and in season 2, no. That didn't really change. And he asked, favorite romantic couple so far? Yeah. There aren't a lot of couples in the show, and I don't really like a lot of couples in the show. Like Xander and Cordelia, I think it's kind of cute, but it doesn't really, I don't know, it still feels very weird. I mean, it was very sweet that Cordelia was like, yeah, I'm with Xander and I don't care what you are, what you say in, what was it? In Bewitched, Bothered and Bewildered. But Willow and Oz, I like them together. Originally, I would have answered Jenny and Giles were my favorite couple, even though they never were a couple. Not really. They didn't come so far to be a couple. But right now, and it's never been Buffy and Angel. I've never been really into this relationship. I'm not a Bangel or whatever shipper. I like them together just because Buffy's happy when they were together, but I'm not that much of a fan to that. But I like Willow and Oz together. We haven't seen a lot of this yet, but I like them together a lot because he thought she was cute when she was wearing the Eskimo costume. That was cute already then. And yeah, I would say Willow and Oz. I hope they make it, and I hope Oz is not about to die or something like that. Alan Cornett, what do you expect from season 3? Let's talk about this later. Daryl Palmer, why did you choose to watch this series? Good choice, by the way. He says, yes, I think that was a good choice, really. Because at the beginning of COVID-19, like in the beginning of 2020, I've seen a lot of reaction videos being like suggested on YouTube, and it was a lot of Buffy reactions. I don't know really why, because I watched some reactions of The Boys, because I was like, this is a really like sick show, and I wanted to know what other people think about or react, how they react to some scenes, and the name Buffy came up a lot, and then I wasn't able to work at the beginning of 2020 because of COVID-19, and I was like, I would like to do that too, because this looks like fun, like reacting to something and then reading the comments of everyone who watches your the videos. I thought that was very interesting, but I wasn't brave enough because I was scared of the like copyright issues. I didn't know, like, if you do reaction videos in America, is it the same thing as doing something like that in Germany? I was kind of scared. But then, like, about 3 months ago, I thought, "Oh, you know what, fuck this, just do it." And then, yeah, that's how it all started in a way. I'm kind of, I should have done this in 2020, at the beginning of 2020, because I've had a lot of time. Better late than never. Nikki Davis asked, if you could change anything about the show, what would it be and why? And I think that's a very it's kind of mean. This question's kind of mean. Because it is an awesome show, and then here I am, a little reactor wanting to change something about this epic, overall loved show. I don't have anything, to be honest. I would like to know if there's anything you guys would change about the show, but I don't really have anything. I wouldn't dare. But no, I don't really have anything. I'm sorry, Nikki. Okay, Daryl Palmer expanded his question. What caused you to choose to watch Buffy? Were friends recommended, or did you see something on the internet? Yes, I did. Did you see a lot of other reactors watching it? I didn't watch their videos, but I've seen that there were people reacting to it, yes. There are a lot of YouTube videos showing short compilations of scenes from the show. Sorry. Did these get your attention? Like I said, videos of other reactors. That's what got my attention. Zerov asked something, but I saved this for the last because I need to say something, and that's a very good question. Ellen Cornett also asked, "Was this show what you expected?" No, it's better. It's a lot better. I didn't think I would like or love this show so much. It's way better than I expected mostly because of the humor. I didn't think that a show about a girl fighting vampires and demons and everything could be so funny. Yeah. And Zerov asked, are there any plot or character points you already know about the show, things that haven't happened yet? Yes, I do, because I kind of binge-watched Buffy Season 2. The last episode, I finished, it's mid-September now. I finished Buffy Season 2 in July, I think, beginning of July. It's been a while. And after the finale of Season 2, I instantly watched the first 3 episodes of Season 3. That was a mistake. I shouldn't have done that, and I will never do that again. That was before I was planning on doing a wrap-up video, because then if I had known this before, then I would have done that. Because some predictions I can't... Maybe there are some predictions I wouldn't have made, but I can't make them now because I've seen the first 3 episodes. You all guys know what happens in episode 3. That would have been one of my predictions, but yeah, anyway. I'm not going to do that again. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, next Sunday I'm going to release episode 1 and episode 2, and the next week I'm number 3, and then I have to watch number 4, but first I'm going to watch the first 3 episodes again, because it's, like I said, it's been a while. Also, there was something that Elias Landgren asked, or wanted to know. He said, also, if you don't mind being personal, I'd love to hear about what themes resonated with you or something that related to you personally. Yeah, there was something. I mentioned it during my reaction. Episode 11, Ted, like having someone in your family like completely violating your personal space, breaking into your room. It was a very hard time for me. Like I said, I was maybe 13, 14 or something. It was a hard time, and this episode really, really reminded me of that time. I'm very lucky that yeah, it's been a while, and I'm very sorry. I'm very glad that I kind of forgotten how awful that time really was. It's just, yeah, it's not really there anymore, but this episode was like a reminder of that. it's a part of my life. I mean, it's not the, it wasn't a great time, but it's, yeah, it's just how it is. I have to live with that. And so it's not like I hate this episode because it reminded me of that. Absolutely not. It was a great episode, but a very, very serious one, I think. But yeah, I don't mind being personal. So yeah, I have no problem sharing my experiences, or the good ones and and the bad ones with you guys. So yeah, that was it. So yeah, that were your questions. Again, sorry. No, thank you so much, guys, because I mean, like I've mentioned before, this wouldn't have this would not be that much of an experience and that much fun if it hadn't been for you. You guys are the reason why this whole experience is so fun, and yeah, thank you so much for that. And now let's talk about my predictions for season 3. Like I said, 2 predictions I would have made. I can't make any more because I know things, because I've already watched the first 3 episodes of season 3 and I hate myself for that. But I think let's start. I think Buffy is like going to get a new love interest in a way. I kind of hope not. Like a really new one. I don't want her to have one, but I would expect her to have like a new boyfriend for quite some time, a longer relationship. But yeah, number 1. The next one isn't really a prediction, it's more a wish. I really, really, really hope this Xander and Willow thing is over completely, because Willow has us, Xander has Cordelia. I'm not saying that this is something I would change about season 2, but it's also something I didn't really like about the show. This whole Xander and Willow thing, I absolutely didn't like that, and I don't want to see that or anything like that anymore. So I really, really hope that this whole thing is done. It's a sad prediction, but I don't. If we ever get to see Spike again, but I don't think we get to see him in season 3. I really hope we get to see him in season 3. I want him to stay in this show, and I want him. Honestly, I want to see him a lot more often than in season 2, but I don't think we get to see him again. Like, season 2 was amazing. It was an awesome season, and I just predict that I like season 2 more than season 3. I don't think that season 3 can be better than season 2, but it's a high recommended show, so the other seasons can't be bad. Yeah, let's see about that. And I also want to see Drew again, but I don't think we get to see Drew in season 3. Just a side note. Okay guys, that was my wrap-up video for season 2 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I want to thank every single one of you for giving me like directions how this kind of videos are made. Of course, I don't have any experience in a way. I've never done something like that before. I'm definitely going to do that at the end of season 3 because it was fun. It was very good. To like go through everything that happened during season 2. Again, I thought about this for days, and I was kind of nervous to record it. I didn't think like the order or something, how to build up this video in the most logical way. It was a kind of a challenge. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you once again. Thank you so much for your support, and I can't wait for season 3. Even though I've already watched 3 episodes, but I can't wait to see yeah, the rest or more of season 3. Until then,